So I'm here in Arroyo Seco, New Mexico, which is right between Taos and Taoski Valley. This little town's got this cool restaurant. It's been here for about 10 years, and it's had 3 owners. The most recent owner actually started in the restaurant as a line cook. Oh, he's got a big imagination, a great palate, and an exciting menu, and I hear he's a member of Flavor Town. This is a sec.
Lamb lollies, bison gumbo.
This is a local gem.
Firing chicken.
You can have a comfort food, but with an adventurous flair.
And the amount of specials that they rotate in, the sky's the limit.
And it's Chef Elijah Safford,
Bison bone marrow sold.
knocking out the menu. Love the boxing bell. What does the name mean?
So a sec is short for a sequia. That's the local term for waterways used to irrigate fields. I'm the 3rd owner of the sec.
Which he took over when he was just 21. How old are you now, 22?
23.
Well done, my friend. Walk me through what we're making today.
Bison red chili fries, kind of poutine-esque.
The bison red chili fry is super, super good. The bison is really tender.
They're gooey in a good way.
First, I like to grill the fat of the bison short ribs before we braise it. It's a little salt and pepper mix.
Grill both sides, pull them off. We're making the braising liquid now, or what's the story?
Take my onions. I do a little saute on them, letting these sweet onions express themselves.
How do you feel about yourself in that swimsuit? The onions I was talking about.
Calabrian peppers, vinegar, a little bit of sugar here. Chimayo red chili, chipotle and adobo sauce.
Right.
Dried ancho.
Beef base.
Blend this down. Crank it. Then we just pour this over our bison.
Gorgeous.
We do our little garnish. It really just adds some good acidity and...
Same thing with the white onion?
Yep. Do a little bay leaf.
Parsley. Cover this. All right, let's get that in the oven. How long?
4 hours at 300.
Great.
There we have our braised short ribs. Pop that little bone out. Make sure that this little fat cap doesn't make it in there.
Does this get used for anything else?
Yeah, all the employees eat it.
Ah, that's what I love to hear.
Break that down.
Love that chile. A little smokiness to it, tender. It's cooking it with the bone and the fat.
I want them to be the best fries ever.
Short ribs are done. Let's get into this.
Red chili gravy.
Red chili gravy.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
So I'm gonna start off with the roux, oil, gluten-free flour. We get it pretty nice and dark. White onion, dried chimayo, dried ancho chilies, chipotle and adobo.
Apple cider vinegar?
Yeah. And sugar, Maldon salt, Calabrian peppers, local red chilies, bay leaves.
Beef stock and water?
Beef stock, yes, sir. This simmers for a good 20 minutes, and then we hit it with the immersion blender.
So what's the next step after this?
It just comes down to fries. We have our shoestrings here.
I'll get that one.
Salt, of course. Put it right here in my pan. So I have my cheese curds here. Then this goes in the oven.
Gotcha.
Now that our cheese curds are nice and cheesy, red chili gravy that we just made, local bison, all grass-fed parsley, and let that hit the table.
How dangerous. I'm a big shoestring guy. I want the crunch. The braise on the short rib is delicious, and the shred's great. The cheese curd is stretchy and squeaky. Rich, roasted, smoky.
So you like it?
Oh, no, I love it.
Cheese curding on bison chili fry.
The cheese curds are great. The red chili's spot on. The bison was very moist, was shredding.
I've eaten a lot of fries in my life, and these are the absolute best fries I've ever had.
So here I am about 10 minutes north of downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico, right off the I-25, in a big industrial area that's packed with, wait for it, no, wait for it, exactly what you're thinking, microbreweries, a bunch of them, but we're here to see one in particular, this joint, Nexus Brewery and Restaurant.
I came to this place for 4 or 5 months before I even tried the food because I like the beer so much, and in the last couple of months, I've really become a big fan of their food.
Because Albuquerque native Ken Carson,
Where are we on the waffle?
is mixing some homegrown flavor into family dishes from the South.
We do what I call New Mexican soul food. It's a combination of Southern cooking with New Mexican cooking.
Very nice. Like green chili in the mac and cheese, homemade pico on the chicken gumbo, and a little extra kick mixed in with this dish.
Chicken fried chicken, Reina.
What are we gonna make first?
Okay, we're gonna make the brine for the chicken. Start off with our water and just pour it on in. Instead of using regular salt, we decided to use seasoned salt.
Okay.
Add a little extra flavor. Sugar.
So equal parts of sugar and salt, basically. Got it.
All right. Chopped garlic. And then finally, we have our 2 chopped onions right here.
Okay, so the brine's made, chicken goes in. How long is
Right.
chicken gonna be in there?
We're gonna be in there for 24 hours. Next, we're gonna do the egg wash.
Alrighty.
It starts off with our eggs. Then we use Frank's hot sauce.
Like that?
Yeah.
A little spicier side, I take it.
A little bit of water. Stir that up.
Okay.
So then we take our brine chicken and the flour.
And into the flour, season that flour at all.
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
make these ahead of time? How's the process normally go?
Typically, we just do them to order.
Right like this?
Right.
To the fryer then?
Yeah. And that's it.
Fry them off.
Right. About 10 minutes.
We'll be good to
we're
go.
Ready. Yeah.
First things first.
Collard greens.
And what go in your collard greens?
Onions. We do some bacon. Then we put in some red chili pods to add a little bit of spice there. Mashed potatoes on, and our gravy.
And what's in the gravy, boss?
Shallots, cream, black pepper, and typical things for Southern gravy.
I mean, that is some crispy chicken. Man, there's a ton of crunch, but it's not, the breading's not too heavy. And even though you had all that hot sauce in there, it's not spicy. It's just really flavorful. Nice mashed potatoes, good crunchy chicken, a lot of flavor. And my favorite out of all of them is the greens, which I can't believe I'm finding collard greens in New Mexico. That's mandatory right there. So I'm cruising through Scottsdale, Arizona to check out a joint where, get this, the wife is a second-generation Albanian. The husband is an immigrant from Mexico. And together they get this breakfast and lunch joint where they're scratch making about 95% of the menu. This is Perk Eatery.
Table 5, order up. Anytime we want to go for breakfast, everyone in the family, let's go to Perk.
Fabulous food.
Pancakes, fresh fruit, order up.
It's easy to get a good breakfast. It's hard to get a great breakfast.
That's why restaurant vets Pauline and Carmen Martinez created this place.
We used to go out for breakfast all the time, and we could never find something like what we would make at home.
So they decided to share their unique take on breakfast.
We call it classic Americana with a Southwest kick.
She throws in what she likes, he throws in what he likes.
The result, a menu full of dynamic dishes like this one.
Enchiladas are being plated.
It's really good.
Even though it's got that one ingredient. These breakfast enchiladas gonna involve the EGG word?
What's EGG? Oh, eggs. I'm sorry.
It does have them.
It doesn't have them in there.
Oh, okay. Not in there.
On or around them. Give me the rundown.
First step is going to be the spicy New Mexico chili sauce. Chilies with the seeds, hot water, and salt, cayenne pepper, black pepper, fresh garlic, honey, chicken base. Then we have chipotles and adobo that have already been pureed.
And now we're gonna come together and do a little
Blend up.
Gotta try this. Little yum. Wow, it's ooh.
Little spice.
A little heat in that. So now we're gonna work on the pork.
Spice rub is the first thing we do, and we're gonna start with seasoned salt, fresh ground nutmeg, paprika, cumin, dark chili powder, spicy cayenne, granulated garlic. So we just roll it around a little bit.
Okay.
Then from there, we're gonna top it with our house-made cilantro jalapeno sauce. This is the spicy version. Now we're gonna add cola, and we're gonna let this sit overnight and marinate.
Then roast it.
350 for about 4.5 hours.
Dig it.
So we're gonna pull this out, and we're gonna slice this. Is that money or what?
Do not go and take my lines. So that just breaks apart. So now what are we gonna do with it?
Now we're gonna take it from here, and we're gonna grill it on the flat top so it gets a nice little caramelized crisp on it.
And then we'll put it into the enchilada.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We're gonna slice it up so it makes it a little easier to eat. And then we're gonna take these tortillas, a little bit of homemade chipotle, ricotta,
Okay.
zesty black beans, and then the slow roasted pork goes right on top. And we're gonna top them with that spicy New Mexico chili sauce. And 2 incredible edible eggs, and top it with a little bit of fresh cilantro.
I'm really good. With New Mexican chili enchilada sauce. It's right on point. A little bit of heat. Nice little sweetness to it from that honey. Call it a breakfast enchilada, call it a breakfast burrito, call it whatever you want. Just don't call me late for it. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, love this town for Triple D. Been here a ton of times. Great chefs, great restaurants, all kind of diversity. Here to check out a restaurant that won a James Beard Award back in 2012. And you know what? We need to see more of this food and more of this culture. Native American, You're gonna dig it. This is the Fry Bread House.
Fry bread going in.
So when you come into a restaurant and you see that they have a James Beard Award, you know it's gonna be good.
Green chili stew.
Authentic Southern tribal cuisine.
Vegetarian taco up.
Simple but complex at the same time.
And it all started when Cecilia Miller decided to share her family recipes with the masses back in 1992. And now her kids, Jennifer and Richard, are carrying the torch.
My mother passed away in 2020.
I'm sorry for the
Thank you. As a family, we just decided that we were going to continue to keep it going.
She had no idea that her food was going to have the appeal to a wide array of people.
Not represented enough. I think Native American gets more recognition and representation in New Mexico, Arizona.
I grew up in Phoenix. Of course, we know about fry bread.
Every time I've been to a Native American restaurant, the food is just tons of flavor.
Honestly, it's an everybody restaurant.
It shows that cultural education that's occurring through food, and that's a powerful thing.
Pozole chummas for table 7.
The pozole is amazing here. Got some hominy in it, some pork.
The chumeth is like a tortilla. Just dip it in your stew, and it's good.
What's going with the pozole?
Chumeth.
More like a tortilla.
Yeah, but if you're in a native restaurant, you got to say chumeth. Start by searing our pork.
So a little bit of oil.
Pork loin. We are going to make the pozole. Here we go, oil.
Onions. The hominy.
Garlic.
Oregano.
Oregano. Black pepper. Water.
Chicken base. That much cayenne.
Red chili sauce. Cilantro and green onions.
And then once that pork's done, we're gonna add that in.
That's right. We're making some chumeth.
Chumeth.
All-purpose flour, some salt, lard.
Warm water.
Warm water.
Okay, so we'll mix this up.
We're gonna let it rest. We're gonna portion it out, and then we're gonna sheet it.
And what do you call this tortilla cooking apparatus that's getting hot over here?
We call it a cornmeal.
All right, Daredevil, you're gonna dive right into the fire over there? You're gonna turn that off?
Just lay it in.
Tattoo your arm.
Wait about 5 seconds, and then turn it over.
No need to have any tongs or anything there. Just use your hands and let that just get piping hot.
Get your pozole together, green onions and some cilantro. Use the chumeth also kind of to dip it in there, soak up the juices, and enjoy.
So chumeth is like basically a flour tortilla. I like this scarring. That's good pozole. Tender pork, nice and light. Not shy on flavor at all.
Good.
Delicious. I love it.
I'm working on the pozole.
The pozole here is unique. It's a thicker stew.
It has such a great flavor. The spice makes it amazing.
I'm here in La Quinta, which is about 30 minutes from Palm Springs, California, and I'm looking for this place. I gotta tell you something, it was not easy to find, but I hear it's well worth it, because if you're looking for homemade, scratch-made, real deal Mexican with a twist, they tell me this is the place, Chula Artisan Eatery.
Get these eggs going poached here.
This restaurant is absolutely amazing.
It's an alternative to like traditional breakfast lunch places.
I have the chula fritters.
What makes the food here so good?
The different spins she puts on it.
And the chef doing the spinning here is Catherine Gonzalez, who didn't have to go far from home to find her inspiration.
I'm using recipes from Mom, and then I kind of infused it with some of the things I learned. Mom's red chili, chilaquiles.
The chilaquiles are fantastic. I could eat those every day.
The meat is so tender, the sauce is complex and flavorful.
So what are we making?
My mom's chilaquiles. We're gonna make the rub. Salt, garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, and cumin. And it's gonna go on the pork cushion.
Braising liquid?
A little bit in the bottom, yep.
Go in the oven, 250?
Whatever the oven's working at during the day.
It just goes in there.
Yeah,
you can't wreck it. Next step?
Red chili.
Red chili.
California chili.
Okay, California chili. I know my chili. Oh,
yeah, you do
come on
know
now.
your chiles. Break off the stem. The seeds, when we dump them, we save them. We make our chili oil.
So we're gonna rehydrate these, a little warm water.
Leave them on the stove an hour and put them into the blender. A little bit of that water that we cooked them in.
Hot tub and flavor town.
Then, just a little bit of water to thin it out. Crushed Mexican oregano.
Cumino, onion, the garlic, and the salt. Next up.
We're gonna make date and onion jam. Grapeseed oil, sweet white onion, dates. Add sugar to this, water.
All that precise measurement that goes on here.
You like that?
And an immersion blender that's gonna get messy. I'll be back there. That's like culinary napalm. Sugar and dates, that little sticky burny.
We're gonna let it cook down. So now we're gonna make the mom's chilaquiles.
Okay, so.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so.
Okay, so.
Okay, I got you. Grapeseed oil, sweet white onion, our house-made corn chips. Put the red chili sauce on top.
Right.
And then the pulled pork.
Should call this dish next of kin.
You're gonna be calling mine.
Green onion, queso fresco.
What avocado slicing is that method? Here, how many do we give it?
We give you like 3. Ay, guy. Ay, Dios mío. Do the microgreens chili oil on
That you
here.
made from the seeds that you kept?
Yep, and a little bit of onion jam.
For the wrong people, there'd be an egg on this.
There would be an egg on that.
Going for a personal best right now, and it's so hot. That was more like a pig eating. The chile sauce, it's silky, a lot of chile flavor. You do this really dynamite pork, you go a little bit extra with that. The chips are nice and crunchy. The jam is just that kind of that funky little twist that makes it yours. That's the next level. Dynamite.
Chilaquiles are in the window.
The chilaquiles are amazing.
So I'm here in Palm Desert, California, just about 20 minutes from Palm Springs. I'm here to check out a joint where a family of 4 is serving up some classic and not so classic burgers.
And when I was there in 2017, I got my hands on a few. Cut to now, and the family's still there. The burgers are still there, and the crowds are coming in hot.
This is Gorilla Burger.
Devil's Revenge, ready to go.
I have been coming to Gorilla Burger for about 15 years. They have such a variety of hamburgers, it's like traveling the world.
Guy made a great choice in coming here.
It's my #1 stop I go to once a week. It blows every restaurant in town away.
Farouk and his wife, they are just making the restaurant better than it was originally.
That's right. Farouk and Salima Noorani may not have started this joint, but since buying it in 2012, they've made it their own.
Okay, we got a #8.
And they've got their sons, Zayd and Kays, helping them out.
How we doing, guys?
Our broker actually said, I got this weird little restaurant I think you guys would be perfect for.
I just got the Gorilla Burger.
Yeah?
Just got it. I wasn't always the first one to raise my hand in class.
At least everybody wore their logos correctly. How are you, brother? Nice to see ya.
Good seeing you, man.
Look at you guys. Was it really 5 years ago?
5 years.
How old are you boys now?
22. 19.
How old were you then?
14.
Well, the math is not always my best suit. All right, so give me the update. What's been happening?
Nothing. It was great.
Nothing has been happening?
2 minutes on the grill.
Enjoy the rest of your meal, guys.
Yeah, 5 years happened, and that was it.
No, it blew up.
Our business probably went up by about 25%.
Still got your same chef over there?
Yep, Georgie's still there.
He's still there.
We need some avocado fries going.
That's Georgie Martin, who's been there since the original owners.
Devil's Revenge for the bar.
All right, Chef, what are we into?
We're gonna do our habanero relish.
Our habanero relish.
Habanero.
I love hot and spicy, so you know I had to get the Devil's Revenge at least one time.
If it's too spicy for Guy, it's probably too spicy for me.
Garlic, habanero.
There's more?
Back up. It's spicy. Chopped tomato, onions.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, crushed red pepper.
Lime juice?
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Limon.
Lemon. Okay.
Cilantro.
Fantastic. That's not spicy.
It was good spice. It wasn't overwhelming spice.
No problem.
Now we're gonna put some olive oil, serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers, and habanero.
You giving me a free T-shirt if I finish it?
Yes, sir. Salt, pepper, lemon juice.
And then those go on the burger.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Now we're gonna make the patty. We're gonna go to a flat top.
Okay.
Chipotle onions and peppers.
I like that.
Chipotle ketchup, pepper jack cheese, bacon. We're gonna steam.
Okay.
Now we're gonna build our Devil's Revenge. You ready for this?
I am.
We're gonna add some sriracha, mayo.
And a little bit of the habanero salsa.
All right. Enjoy.
What level of that's not gonna be so hot it's ridiculous? You do all these little things that add to it so you get this nice, really well-rounded heat. Oh, dynamite burger. Nice job, Chef.
Thank you. The Devil's Revenge is a very good burger. It's very spicy. The flavors, the textures, everything about it's perfect.
This is like gourmet burgers. This is family run. How do you describe that to people?
Gourmet, family,
I just said those things. You have to say different things.
Here to check out another joint in Palm Springs. Let's see, how's the story go? A guy from Guadalajara wants to have a better life, moves to the United States. Gets here, finds a restaurant, buys it, gets married, has kids, brings family recipes, and he's been doing it for 37 years. That's the real deal. And this is El Marisol.
This is the only place we go to for Mexican food in town.
Chile relleno goes with the salsas.
The ingredients are fresh. They make their own sauces.
And it's been legit since you started coming 20 years ago.
Yes.
The food here is very similar to my hometown.
Probably because Felipe Castañeda and his wife Lisbeth have been serving up authentic recipes from their hometowns for decades.
What type of Mexican food is this?
Zacatecas, Jalisco region.
Okay.
North Central.
Our food is not too heavy in spices.
What are the key dishes?
The pollo en pipián.
Pipián on the pollo.
I've had the pollo en pipián many times. You can taste the pumpkin seed, the spices.
They always come with some nice rice and beans. It's really good.
Okay, chef, what are we making?
Pollo en pipián.
So chicken and pipián is the...
Pumpkin seeds. We start with the chicken.
Water.
Garlic, tomatoes, onion.
And then chicken breast, bone on, skin on.
For flavor, the salt.
And how long are we gonna let this cook for?
An hour 30.
What is the next step?
The pipián sauce. Toast de guajillo. Then the chile de árbol.
Of course, is the spicy.
The California.
And is the pipián sauce more like a mole?
Yes, it is. Toast them around until we start coughing and sneezing.
You can smell them right now.
Now we soak the chiles. Next, pumpkin seeds. These are more delicate.
Got to keep an eye on it.
The smell tells us.
Yeah, when it's time to go. Pumpkin seed with the shell.
They take a bit longer.
Right? And then the blue corn. The way he does it. So we have the chiles now rehydrated with water.
Some chicken broth.
And this is the stock that we cook the chicken in, correct?
Correct.
Let it go crazy.
We put the oil.
Cook that off like a steam bath in Flavor Town right there.
Chicken broth.
The pumpkin seeds and the blue corn, are those gonna get mixed with some water?
Some chicken stock and water. Yes.
And then puree that.
We thicken it.
With the seeds and the corn. How long will it cook?
35 minutes.
What are we making?
Salsa for the Mexican rice. We start with tomatoes, garlic, salt,
onions, okay?
Water.
And bye-bye.
Now we go with the rice. Stir the rice until it gets kind of a brownish color.
That's what's gonna make it nice and flaky.
Add the salsa.
Chicken stock?
Cook 35 minutes. Now we're going to plate the pipián.
Okay.
Beans. To the salamander.
Doing it old school right there.
Shredded chicken.
Okay.
Into the hot chicken broth.
Coming over hot. Look at that nice flaky rice like that.
And the chicken.
I can't wait to try this.
Pipián.
This sauce is gonna be legit. What is this here, chef?
Salsa Doña Diabla. We do that from scratch.
All right. Good looking tortilla. The freshness of the tortilla is really good flavor. The chicken is tender. The Diabla. Hello. The sauce is hot. And the pipián, it's got the flavor of the enchilada, but the richness of the mole. Outstanding. The rice is nice and light and flaky. The beans are creamy and silky. That's got to be something you could serve to your mom. I mean, legit.
Pollo pipián right here.
Pollo pipián tastes a little spicy, but really good.
Their chicken is outstanding.
I'm here on the California side of Route 66, just outside of Victorville, California. It is so hot, there are tons of trucks, and I am hungry. So now it's time to play the where am I gonna stop and eat game. So, with my keen sense of awareness, I'm gonna stop and eat where the truckers eat. Emma Jean's Hollenberger Cafe. Folks around here say it's a trucker's paradise.
See these pictures on the wall, these gravel trucks, and that's what we do every day. Except this is 1953, today's, 2007, but that's us right there today.
After 60 years on this stretch of Route 66, Emma Jean's is just like it was.
A little bit of history to it.
I got it.
It's still the must-stop. They knew you.
That's Dave.
For great home cooking.
Pick it up.
Here you go, Bob.
It's just not like a drive-thru burger,
Best bacon in town here.
Best bacon?
Best bacon.
Where is town? And for Brian Gentry and his wife, Shauna, keeping everything the way it was is the way it is.
We bought the place when I was 13. It's always been the Hollenberger.
It's always been the Hollenberger since 47.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of tagline it now, the
Emma Jean's Hollenberger.
Emma Jean's Hollenberger.
Yeah, when my mom had it, she put that on there.
Your mom was Emma Jean?
Yeah.
I want it to stay as original as possible. Because when people come in here, they're stepping back into time.
Back before chain restaurants ruled the road and folks started paying with plastic.
Back when fueling up meant real deal comfort food.
Big, juicy, bomb.
Like the signature biscuits and sausage gravy.
Always good.
So who taught you how to make biscuits and gravy?
My mom.
Okay, so a bunch of flour.
Put some bacon powders in there too.
Wow, wow, wow. What is that measuring spoon? What is that? Let me see this. Whose gravy boat did you snag that out of?
Mom brought it home in her purse.
Evidently.
My mom taught me how to make biscuits here and pie dough and
This table.
this table right here.
Wow.
Now we're gonna add some milk. Okay, that looks pretty good.
That's the consistency we're looking for.
That's it.
You have mixed them about as little as possible.
Well, you gotta be nice to your biscuits. Hey, you want me to show you? Oh boy.
Why?
You gotta get a good twist on it. Look at him go, folks. He's got it now. He's going all the way to management. Now we get the trays.
While the biscuits bake up, Brian browns the sausage for the gravy.
Mom's recipe also?
Mom's recipe. We're gonna put a little salt in here, some pepper.
Now what?
We add the milk.
Whoa!
Hot stuff. Give it a whisk or two.
That's thick, bro.
It is thick. If it stands up, it's ready.
That's a real deal biscuit right there. That's tasty. I don't think I could eat more than 6 or 12 of these.
Now, you know on Triple D, I love finding the old school joints. And boy, do I have one for you. A joint from 1901. So here I am on the east side of Bakersfield, California, right by the Southern Pacific Railroad. Now, from 1901 to 1935, this place was a lot of different joints. But since 1935, everybody in Bakersfield knows this place. This is the Pyrenees Cafe.
Pyrenees is a landmark.
The food here is incredible. Good flavors, made from scratch, right from home.
And right from the Basque tradition.
Ossobuco.
This old world menu has been a longtime staple here. So when Julie and Rod Crawford took over in 2014, they weren't about to change it.
Basque food, is it hard to explain that to people in Bakersfield?
No, everybody in Bakersfield gets it. It's hard to explain to the rest of the world.
Traditionally, it is ethnic food that comes from the Basque region between France and Spain.
And French-born chef Gilbert Hernandez knows a thing or two about the Basque people.
It was the best sheepherder.
The best sheepherders.
Oh, yeah.
People would ask the Basque to come to the United States to raise sheep. These are poor people
Yes,
living
exactly.
in the hills.
Yes, with nothing, they used to make a meal.
So they have to become creative.
Yes.
And they use every part of the animal.
You can get everything from the pickled tongue to soup or whatever the specials are for the day.
Fried chicken ready.
They're the best at it. It's really kind of a mainstay.
It's not Southern fried chicken by any stretch of the imagination. And I think the garlic just makes it something different.
So what are we gonna make today, Chef?
Fried garlic chicken.
We're gonna fry the garlic or we're gonna fry the chicken?
And we're gonna fry the chicken.
Okay, let's go.
All
then.
right.
Little chickens.
Yes.
He just takes a knife right through. No question of where the joint is. That was a no lookie. Now you're showing off.
Now we're gonna season the chicken. Salt, black pepper, garlic powder, chicken base. And we're gonna put some fresh garlic.
Okay. A lot of garlic. Put olive oil?
Yes. You're welcome.
There we go.
Perfect.
Now, how long are we gonna let this marinate, Chef?
At least 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
Yes. Then after, we're gonna put some buttermilk. And then after, we dredge it in the flour, seasoning flour, black pepper and salt.
That's it?
That's it.
But we're not going to the fryer. We're going to this?
Yes.
This is the Basque way of doing it, because nobody in Pyrenees Mountains had... Okay.
No.
I like how he just takes his time, just nice and easy. And how long do we cook it?
15, 20 minutes.
And what comes with this, Chef?
This comes with the green beans and French fries. There's the chicken.
Very nice. What's in the garlic sauce?
Fresh garlic with olive oil and a little bit butter and parsley. And here is your Basque garlic chicken.
The garlic on the outside is very strong, but the garlic and the flavor inside the chicken is what is really nice. It's tender, it's juicy, lots of flavor. The crust on the chicken is great. I have restaurants called Johnny Garlics. I have one in Bakersfield. But if I was gonna ever make fried garlic chicken, that would be the example. Outstanding.
garlic just hits you right away as soon as you bite into it.
Probably don't want to have your first date after you eat it, but it's very, very good.
The best chicken that you'll ever have.
Even though it's rooted in humble beginnings.
Basque food is peasant food. Cuts of meat nobody wanted, and you had to figure out a way to make those meats flavorful and tasteful.
If I lived in this town, this would be a place that I would visit at least once a week. I mean, it feels like I'm in an old Basque restaurant, because I am. And the food matches. It's delicious. Wonderful job.
So I'm just like you guys. I mean, not just for Triple D, but for me and for my family. I'm always looking for great restaurants. I'm always on the hunt. So a few years ago, I was in Truckee, California. Everybody tells me about this place. You gotta get the sandwich here. So I did, and it was dynamite. Well, now I'm in Reno, Nevada, and I find out these dudes have got a second location. I gotta check it out. This is Full Belly Deli.
Sicilian on Parmesan.
Absolutely lives up to its name.
Definitely Full Belly.
These guys are all about creating a great sandwich. They're passionate about it.
You got a biscuits and gravy burrito. Their biscuits and gravy breakfast burrito is like 2 breakfasts in 1.
They have the biscuit and the home-fried potato in there.
If you're looking for all your breakfasts, just come get this burrito.
Let's see it. What's the game plan?
We're making chorizo sausage gravy for our burrito. Olive oil.
And you're making the chorizo?
It's made from a local company here in town.
Got it.
Breakfast sausage, all pork. Once the meat's cooked down, add organic AP flour, paprika, granulated garlic, onion powder.
Cook that flour out.
Half and half in whole milk. Let this come to a simmer and salt and pepper, and it'll be ready to serve.
This next step of making biscuits for one dish, it's impressive.
Organic AP flour here, sugar, baking soda, baking powder. Just give this a quick pulse here. We have our extra cold butter. Give it a good pulse to get it about pea size.
The idea is breaking that butter up so it just sits there suspended between the flour. So when it cooks, you really develop all of those layers.
Correct.
Means everything in the world of making a good biscuit.
Incorporate the buttermilk slowly, and it's gonna kind of look a little dry.
But he's got more butter than we typically see, so this is gonna make a nice, light, flaky biscuit. If we can get it to stay together, because right now it just looks like we're trying to make a sandcastle out of dry sand.
We're going for a square here.
Could be a triangle for all I care.
Roll this out. We're gonna cut this.
You brush it with a little bit of buttermilk?
We're gonna finish with salt and pepper.
Okay. You go in the oven how long?
25 minutes at 350. So
that is beautiful. Wow.
Drop tortilla on the flat top to warm it up. Hash brown coming out of the fryer there. Gonna take our biscuit, slice this up.
Oh, seems sacrilegious.
We're gonna add a little cheddar cheese to this guy. Crispy hash brown, biscuit there. And then we've got our gravy.
Oh, so it's for the whole family, I see.
You roll it up.
Can you help me lift it up? Ugh, that's ridiculous.
We're gonna take that over to the panini press, and then we are ready to go.
High carb, meat carb. Well, I'm gonna tell you first thing, as scared of it as I was, for some reason, the way you've made it, the way you've seasoned it, it really is not overly heavy. It's delicious. The biscuit is light and flaky in there. The crunch of the hash brown inside is really nice. But the kicker for me is the gravy, bro. Can I just have a bowl of gravy? This is a ski bum delight, 101. Well done, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well
Appreciate
done.
We got a biscuits and gravy burrito.
It blows my expectations out of the water. The chorizo in the gravy has so much flavor.